Kenny Garcia here, and he'll be going against Anthony Brown. And we have a few questions that you might want to ask Kenny.
Okay, the first question, where's he from?
He's from Juarez.
Okay, how do you feel about facing this man who's making his pro debut tonight?
¿Cómo se siente usted de este hombre que va a pelear esta noche?
No lo conozco.
He doesn't know him, he says, so he's not too sure about it.
Okay, so what style of boxing do you have?
¿De qué modo tiene intenciones usted de pelear con él? Pues espera.
Yo, mi tipo de pelea casi por lo regular es casi no boxeo.
He mostly wants to go toe-to-toe with him. That's his style of fighting.
Okay, well tell him that we wish him luck.
Muy buena suerte. Ojalá que salga bien, eh?
Okay, Kenny Garcia. All right, thank you. Okay, this is middleweight, arrogant Anthony Brown, making his pro debut tonight here in Thornton, Colorado. Anthony, what do you know about Kenny Garcia, your opponent tonight?
I hear he's tough.
What can we expect to see from you as far as, what will you do in the ring?
Come out with my southpaw style, using my jab.
Okay.
Clicking it.
How do you feel about your pro debut tonight?
I feel that he's got 7 fights, so he knows the ropes. But this is my pro debut. I got a good amateur background. I'm like 23-7. You know, I have 30 fights. I fought Leon Spinks' son as an amateur at East St. Louis. I'm gonna knock Kenny Garcia out.
All right, all right. Bold words, we look forward to seeing that. But you'll be opening the show tonight, and you predict?
I predict,
or do you want to predict?
I predict the 2nd round knockout.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you, and thank you for giving your time here, Anthony.
Thank you.
That's arrogant Anthony Brown, folks. We'll see him tonight in his pro debut. All right, all right. And then opening the card tonight will be arrogant Anthony Brown. This is the man everyone's been waiting to see. He's got a lot to say about himself. Can he back it up?
I tell you, if he fights half as good as he talks, he's terrific.
Okay, Tom, well...
So here we go with our main bout of this evening's program. These are middleweights. Arrogant Anthony Brown will make his pro debut tonight against El Paso, Texas, Kirino Kenny Garcia. There you see Steve Waldman of the New York State Athletic Commission. Okay, here we go. Kenny Garcia, excuse me, arrogant Anthony Brown now climbing into the ring. There you see him. He's flashy. He really likes to put on a show. And this is his professional debut, coming off of an amateur record of 23 wins out of 30 bouts, so he's a good fighter. There you see Kirino, Kenny Garcia. Kenny has 7 pro fights, so he knows the ropes, like Anthony said in the opening interview. And he'll be looking for a victory here tonight in the hometown of arrogant Anthony Brown. You see their lightweight sensation Frank Pena working the corner along with Tom Quinn for arrogant Anthony Brown.
Introducing first in the blue corner. This young man has a professional record of 3 wins, 4 losses. He weighed in at 160 pounds. He hails from El Paso, Texas. He is wearing the black trunks with the red stripes. Ladies and gentlemen, a big Colorado welcome for Kenny Garcia. Kenny Garcia. And his opponent, he hails from Aurora, Colorado. He weighed in at 160 pounds. He is making his professional debut this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome for arrogant Anthony Brown. Once again, the referee for this contest, Mr. Novar Garcia.
Referee Tovar Garcia will give the 2 men their instructions in this bout. This one's scheduled for 4. The professional debut of Anthony Brown. He's picked a tough man to step into the ring here for an opening bout. I'll tell you, Kenny Garcia is a good fighter. You're going to see he's straightforward. He's got good power, and he's not going to be easy to control. And I think Arrogant Anthony Brown has really, he has opened up with a tough man in his pro career. But Arrogant Anthony Brown is very talented, and we'll see. You'll see what I mean. Anthony, before this bout, predicted a second-round knockout. I think it'll be a little harder than he thinks. So here we go with the first round, middleweights. There you can see it. Kenny Garcia is not scared. He's coming out straightforward, coming straight to Arrogant Anthony Brown. He's not going to run from him. He will be there. And there you can see the strength I was telling you about with Kenny Garcia. He's a strong young man. Oh, but Anthony Brown lands a good left hook. He's serving notice that he's here. He has arrived as a professional, and he has bright hopes for the future. You can see a little difficulty with the videotape. You'll have to excuse that throughout the bout. But we felt it was an exciting bout that you'd like to see. Again, Kenny Garcia is pressing forward in this bout. You'll see that Anthony Brown has very good hand speed. He has really fast hands. And he has a lot of good footwork too. But this being his first bout as a pro, he'll have a lot of work ahead of him. There you can see the hand speed. Garcia a little bit surprised by that. Garcia comes in with a good attack up the middle. Misses with a right hand there. Anthony Brown lands a left hand. Brown just pined with that jab. I think his manager wants him to start popping it. Now you see Anthony Brown go on the attack, but Garcia comes right out. The two men tie up. You see Anthony Brown with a little smile on his face time to time. He has a lot of charisma. You know, he has a lot of what it takes to entertain the crowd. And as his skills develop, I think you'll see a real good fighter, something good for professional boxing. Okay, so that ends the first round. A pretty even round, actually. Very good as far as being evenly matched. You can see the two corners there. Working in the corner of Kenny Garcia is Ariel Conde and Edgar Garcia. Now we're taking a look at the Anthony Brown corner. He's being worked with by Tom Quinn, his manager. And there you see his stablemate, Frankie Pena, the undefeated lightweight, also working the corner with him. Now we look into the corner of Kenny Garcia. Again, that's Ariel Conde in the white shirt and Edgar Garcia in the black shirt they're looking in. Kenny Garcia was seen on the Telemundo network a while back as he faced prospect Tim Littles. Now what we're going to do here is move on to the third round. The second round was not very active. I think you'd have to give the edge to Anthony Brown. So we're moving on to round 3 now. Now Anthony Brown begins to open up a little bit. Brown in the black trunks with the gold trim. Kenny Garcia in the black trunks with the red trim. An uppercut by Garcia misses. Actually, they wanted a little bit less tough opponent for Anthony to open up with in this pro debut, but nobody wanted to face him. So they had to go to the next level, and that's how they brought in Kenny Garcia, who you can see is a good fighter and really not the kind of man you want to get in there with in your first pro bout. But sometimes things don't work out the way you want to. Now you see Anthony Brown on the attack. Again, Brown working both hands. There you see the combinations from Brown. Again, the jab sticking in there. He has the ability to control the bout if he wants to use that jab. Again, he sneaks in a right hand. Garcia firing back now. Has Brown on the ropes. Garcia getting under those punches from Anthony Brown. Now goes on the attack. Has Brown in the ropes, working the body. Anthony Brown has to either move, as he just did, or fight his way out, but he cannot stay on those ropes. Now you see Anthony Brown up on the balls of his feet, doing a little dancing, doing a little boxing. Again, Garcia getting aggressive. Anthony Brown answers back. Heating up the action here in the corner. Brown still on the ropes. Okay, the mouthpiece of Anthony Brown flew out in that exchange. They're going to get it washed off and put it back in. Time just about running out in this round. But referee Tovar Garcia is concerned with the health of the fighters. And there is the bell now. So that, again, another good round. Maybe a slight edge for Anthony Brown, but both men doing good work. It's going to come down to the final round here. Anthony Brown, who you see there, had a record of 23-7 as an amateur, scoring a win over the son of former world heavyweight champion Leon Spinks. So Anthony Brown is a good-looking prospect again from Colorado, and Tom Quinn just seems to keep coming up with these good professional fighters. There you see Kenny Garcia trying to get his record back to the 500 mark and get something going here. So here we go with the fourth and final round of this middleweight bout. Kenny Garcia and Anthony Brown. Garcia comes out swinging. Brown answers back. You see Kenny Garcia attacking. He would love to score an upset victory here on Anthony Brown's home turf. Garcia still continues coming forward with that two-fisted attack. Anthony Brown needs to do something here. And a good right hand from Garcia. Good round for Kenny Garcia. Anthony Brown told us that he felt he was in tough. He knew Kenny Garcia was tough. Garcia telling us that he knew nothing about Brown. He hadn't heard of him, this being his first pro fight, and he was just going to go in and try to go toe-to-toe with him. Again, Anthony Brown with his back to the ropes. Slides out, sticks a few jabs in there. He's just pawing with the jab, though. He's not snapping it. He's not doing any damage with it. Just seems to be touching Garcia. Now you see Brown open up with a little combination. Misses with that left hand. Ooh. Left hook just grazing by Anthony Brown. Now Brown lands with a few punches. Again, combination. Brown not scoring heavily, but he is scoring. Those punches are landing. Garcia with a right to the ear. Comes inside and works on the body. Anthony Brown answers back with a combination inside. Again, we're sorry about the difficulties in our picture here. And that'll end the round. That ends the fight. 4 rounds in the book, and it's going to come down to the decision of the judges. Let's go up to ring announcer Joe Garcia. Arrogant Anthony Brown gets the nod on a unanimous decision. So he goes to 1-0 as a pro, and we look forward to seeing more from him in the future. Arrogant Anthony Brown.